training, personal, you gotta have a consistency, dedication, discipline. If you don't have that, you're always gonna do like 50%. And if you do 50%, you're gonna receive 50%.
True.
In a life, you gotta give it like 100%, and you have to expect 100%, because that was your sweat, your hard work that you put every day. And it's a very, very, very important, people. Give you 100% every day.
Hey guys, it's your girl Eccaia, and you're watching Spill It. It's the show that gives you a glimpse into the performer's mindset and reveals the person behind the persona. In this week's episode, we are joined by Perninha Capoeira, aka Vitor Silva Dos Santos. Born in Brazil, Vitor started capoeira at the age of 8 with the Capoeira Topazio group. As a fanatic for working out, training, and acrobatic flips, having a background in parkour, flying trapeze, aerial silks, straps, as well as Chinese pole, plus being a third-generation martial artist training capoeira, Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, martial arts and performance runs in his blood. On top of teaching capoeira to his students in Laval, Quebec, Vitor was also an acrobat for Cirque du Soleil in the show La Nouba, which ran in Florida, as well as stunts for the Eccaia show in Las Vegas. If you've wondered about the world of capoeira or what it takes to become a part of Cirque du Soleil and could use a dose of drive and determination, then this episode is for you. Before we get started, I wanted to shine the spotlight on the Roadie Clinic. Their mission is simple. They strive to empower and heal roadies and their families by providing resources and services tailored to the struggles of the touring lifestyle. This is a difficult time for all of us, and roadies are no exception. With tours canceled, the roadie community is in need like never before. Visit theroadieclinic.com for more information. If you can, give, and if you need help, reach out. Vitor, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm very excited. And you've been practicing capoeira since you were 8 years old. And most of us are familiar with martial arts styles like karate, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, and kung fu. Could you explain what capoeira is?
Yes. So capoeira, it's a Brazilian martial art, original for African, grown in Brazil. Capoeira is a mix of dance and kicks and fight movements, Back in the time, capoeira was kind of a camouflage as a dance.
And now, why did you choose to get into capoeira?
I didn't choose. Capoeira chose me, because I'm the third generation of a martial art of my family, I began capoeira in the street, and that's how my father did, my grandfather did. It was everybody like doing the same thing, because at that time, we don't have money and not a lot of school.
And what would you say is the hardest thing about learning the style?
Rhythm, the ginga.
Yes.
The ginga is the main movements, and then combine like the rhythm with the kicks, with escapes, because we practice with music. And if the music go fast, you go fast. If the music goes slowly, you go slowly. You play as the music is going.
And in a real-life threat situation, how would capoeira be more beneficial to use than other martial arts styles?
Well, capoeira is very, very efficient. I'll tell you that any type of a martial art that you do, and you train a martial art, and you put a dedication, a consistency, doesn't matter. Capoeira, karate, kung fu, if you're good in your martial art, you're gonna be good in any situation that is gonna happen in the street.
That makes perfect sense. And now, you are also a member of Cirque du Soleil. I imagine that that's not an easy gig to land. Could you tell us what the auditioning process was like?
Oh, the audition process depends what is your style. When I did my audition, I started 8 o'clock in the morning and finished like 9:30 in the evening. We was 53 athletes, and only me and one girl passed the audition. It's not because I was the best. I was different. And that's what a Cirque du Soleil are looking for. They're looking for the people that can be different, So you have in your style, you are different in what you do, And that's your kind of, you gotta kind of be the main character of your story. I'm presenting like my capoeira, my way, my style, my vision. We did so many exercises. It was an amazing experience.
Gosh.
Amazing.
What was the training, practice, and preparation like for your first show?
Depend what you're gonna do in the show.
True.
I have to learn all the track for the main character, but also I have to do the house troupe. With the house troupe is like an artist that do everything in a show. You need to learn all those different modality. It's a lot of train repetition.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be consistently.
And if you had to pick one favorite moment from your time performing with Cirque du Soleil, what would it be?
When I was doing my solo, because I will show capoeira to the people. If you ever have the opportunity, when those shows, these shows in Las Vegas, and we're gonna come back after all those COVID things, we're gonna come back. If you're a martial art, that's the show that you have to see. You're gonna love it. Amazing, you know, acrobatic.
And now it's time for Spill It segue number 2 called Teach Me Anything.
All right, cool. The two movements. The first one is ginga.
Ginga.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ginga is the movement. Now I'm gonna teach you like how to say the kick. Queixada.
Queixada.
Yeah. Ginga e queixada.
Ginga e queixada.
Yes, that's it. Perfect. That's it. Oh, that's good.
I have now learned the first steps to my mastery.
Yes.
All right. And now, when the pandemic hit, everything changed. But what specifically changed for you?
Nothing. I always been teacher. That's what I love to do. And I always perform with Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas. And in Brazil, we train most of the time outside. When the pandemic came and it hit everybody, for me was a learning process. I didn't lose anything. I learned a lot about. For me, it didn't change like in nothing. Yes, I stopped to performance. It's okay. It's part of a life.
Yeah,
but I continue all my trainings. I continue performance because we performance every day, right? You train, and when you train, you record and you put it on Instagram. It's a show. You perform for people around the world. We train, we perform, we record, we put it there, and the people watch us. Because this is like steps in life that you're growing. You just learn. You stop to learn. You stop to see. So me, I'm a positive person, like in general. For me, if it has a problem, I'm not talking about the problem. I'm gonna try to find the solution for the problem. That's it.
Yeah. So, it's really great, and we are very, very fortunate to have all the technology that we do today, and that we're able to communicate with each other like we are right now, just across Zoom.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking of, because I know I have a lot of friends that say, "Oh man, technology, you stay in your phone, blah blah blah." I say, yeah, thank God that He's given the systems that we can kind of still communication. Because imagine 20 years ago, the technology was not the same. This what never's gonna happen.
And did COVID-19 change how you foresee your career?
No, because my career is not depend on the COVID. It depends on me. You cannot have COVID and I'm staying home lazy, not doing nothing. So my career is just gonna. So you know what I'm saying? So like my career, it's like I've been create like trainings. I've been create like new demos. I've been create like new friends. Like you know. I've been create like new ideas for class. So the COVID, it doesn't stop you to continue grow. It depends. It's just like you need to find like how you want to grow, and you gotta be able like to switch. I give a personal class one-on-one, but I have my student that is like in Japan that I cannot take a class with me, but I can give it to him like on a Zoom class. You know, you gotta be flexible. And I always say you gotta be chameleon. You know, change color as you kind of get in a situation. You know, so for me, COVID-19, you know, have nothing to say for sure. I want the life back. Yes, not just for me, for all the other people that kind of having a hard time.
Yeah. Who are your personal heroes?
My father, my mother, and my grandmother.
And why them?
They be an inspiration and an inspiration for me. You know, it's hard. Life in Brazil is hard. You know, and you have a 10 choice, 9 choice to the bad way, and 1 choice to the good way. You know, and this choice here is very hard to gather. This one is very easy, but when you have enough fabulous parents that guide you for a good direction, you gotta be gratitude for life. You know.
Yeah. And what was the turning point in your life?
Wow, listen, capoeira, it gives me everything that I have. It was because of capoeira that I am what I am. Don't be scared. You know, you lose to nothing. It better try and then say, I try. And don't try and other people try and be successful. Because that's how life it is.
And that also reminds me of something my mom would always say to me is she's like, always ask your questions because if you don't, the answer is always going to be no.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's perfect because you already got the no, right? The no is already there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you get the yes, maybe this is a bonus.
And what do you think your unique skill or skills are that has helped you become successful?
Consistency, dedication, discipline. That's the 3 things that I bring with me every single day. Relationship, family relationship, friend relationship, family, love, professional, training, personal. You gotta have a consistency, dedication, discipline. If you don't have that, you're always gonna do like 50%. And if you do 50%, you're gonna receive 50%.
True.
In a life, you gotta give it like 100%, you know, and you have to expect 100% because that was your sweat, your hard work that you put every day, and it's a very, very, very important. People, give you 100% every day as a human being. When I say a human being, it's a like it as a father, as a mother, as a brother, sister, as a trainer, a coach, a performer, as everything, but just give you 100%. You know,
Always.
prepare yourself today to have to be successful tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is very important. And me, people say, "Oh, I don't look that too far away." I don't ask you to look that too far away. I ask you to prepare yourself for that far away, because when you're gonna be there, if you skip those steps now, if you didn't do anything, you're not gonna be ready over there.
True.
You know, it's the one thing I am ready, always, always ready. I'm ready 100%.
Well, that's all the time we have. But before we go, do you have any final words of wisdom you'd like to leave our audience with?
Yes, I do. I first of all want to say thank you very much for your support and say something very important, guys. Whatever go on in the world, remember, be healthy, be alive, and be happy. Okay, so don't try to be anything than be alive, health, and happy. All right, so every single hard moment is gonna lead you to a beautiful moment. Okay, we only gonna learn through the hard moments.
Yeah.
Because in the funny times nobody cares, we just have fun. But when it's calm, the hard moments is when you kind of stop to yourself, you cry, you wake up and say, man, I need that, I need to do this, I need to make a change. You know, so happy, healthy, alive.
And once we're off air, where can our viewers find you?
Instagram, Facebook. I am in Canada, present, I'm in Canada. My social media is Perninha Capoeira. Enjoy my videos, you know, because that's my show time for you all.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being ready to spill it with us, Vitor.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for letting me come here, spend a little time with you guys. And I really appreciate. I'm very happy to connect with you. And
This week's episode has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to end here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head on over to our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Like, share, and get involved. Until next time, stay determined, stay driven, and always be ready to spill it. Eccaia, out.